Most of us have grown up with a vision of history that could never reach beyond what we could see on the pages of a book. Faded images of people and things in long forgotten places. But life is so much more. It's a cascading river of sights, sounds, tastes, touch, and smell. All our senses coming together to create experiences that make life worth living. Welcome to life in mid-19th century America. Life in a thriving canal town known as Roscoe Village. Today you will have an opportunity to experience Roscoe Village through all your senses. Roscoe is a living community that has been honored as one of America's best places to discover history, and you'll soon see why. A visit to historic Roscoe Village is an experience you'll long remember. Roscoe Village grew out of the bustling years of the mid-19th century, when passenger packets and freight-laden cargo boats plied the waters of the new Ohio and Erie Canal. The canal transformed inland Ohio from an isolated frontier to a prosperous and accessible marketplace. But the coming of the railroad sent canal transportation in Ohio into a slow decline, punctuated by the devastating Great Flood of 1913. Roscoe Village slowly deteriorated into a sadly neglected relic with a nearly forgotten past. But in the early 1960s, Coshocton industrialist Edward Montgomery and his wife Frances were inspired to begin the restoration of the village. With a substantial investment of their own time and money, they undertook the rebirth of Roscoe into what you will experience today. Roscoe Village is very much a living community. Craft shops and stores stand side by side in harmony with private homes and businesses. White Woman Street is a path that will lead you through an adventure in another time. It's a place to explore, to experience, to savor. Your Roscoe Village tour ticket will unlock that past. Begin your day in the Visitor Center. Miniature dioramas and life-size scenes come together to portray how the canal was built and operated, along with glimpses of everyday life in and around the Ohio and Erie. Several times each day, Ditches of Destiny is presented in the theater. This award-winning program will take you through the history of the canal era in Ohio. Once in the village, the line between yesterday and today draws thin. The handsome restored buildings and lush gardens seem as if they've been untouched by the years. But more than 3 decades of commitment and dedication have gone into restoring the vitality that is the heritage of Roscoe Village. In the Toll House, an interactive video allows you to see the individual history of any building in the village, as well as exhibits and displays on restoration techniques. Up and down White Woman Street, craftspeople ply their vanishing trades in shops and workrooms. All of your senses will carry you back to a time when life moved no faster than a team of horses could walk, and travel was measured in days instead of hours. The village blacksmith heats iron to a red-hot glow, and then skillfully hammers out wares of function and style to the ring of an anvil. With hand-set type and a muscle-powered press, the village printer creates posters, bookmarks, cards, and flyers in the style of years gone by. The click of a weaver's loom calls out from the rear of the craftsman's house. Colorful threads are patiently woven together into long rolls of yard goods, beautiful patterns that will find their way into clothing, curtains, and towels. As you leave, you'll pass through the craftsman's living quarters, bedroom, and small kitchen, where the family meals would have been prepared over an open flame at the fireplace hearth. School bells ring out from the Roscoe School. In the classroom, you'll find yourself seated at a small desk learning the 3 R's: readin', writin', and arithmetic, all under the watchful eye of the school's teacher. Downstairs, the smell of wood shavings being planed away by the village cooper is earthy and fresh. Barrels, buckets, and pails are the cooper's stock and trade. Brooms and brushes are the livelihood of the village broom squire. With each ratchet of the vise, the straw slowly grows into a broom to be used on passing canal boats or on the floors of local homes. The most comfortable home in Roscoe belonged to Dr. Morrow Johnson, the town physician. In the downstairs kitchen, the aroma of delicious home-cooked food prepared over an open fire mingles with the smell of burning wood in the open hearth. In Dr. Johnson's time, house calls were still common, but some patients came to the doctor's office next door for a good dose of canal-era medicine. If the Johnson House kitchen left you hungry, then you've come to the right place. Historic Roscoe Village features 2 fine restaurants and a tavern with delicious menus for every taste. Enjoy an inviting dinner on the main floor of the Old Warehouse Restaurant, one of the village's earliest restorations. Downstairs, relax in the casual atmosphere of Lock 27 Tavern, or gather with friends for a hearty and tasty meal served in rustic surroundings. Light lunches, baked goods, hand-dipped ice creams, and cheeses are specialties at Captain Nye's Sweet Shop and Bakery. Grab a cappuccino made to order, or browse the store's selection of gourmet coffees and teas. One reason many visitors return to Roscoe Village time and time again is to enjoy the remarkable shopping. Not just good shopping, but great. There is just no way to explain the Roscoe shopping adventure without actually experiencing it for yourself. There's something for every taste, something for every budget, something for every interest. Quite simply, something for everyone. Your Roscoe Village adventure isn't complete without a ride on the Monticello 3 canal boat. Only when you experience canal travel for yourself will you truly understand why canal boats have been called the smoothest ride known to man. Setting out from a dock just north of the village, you'll enjoy a 45-minute horse-drawn journey on an actual restored section of the Ohio and Erie Canal. While at Roscoe, you should also include a visit to the acclaimed Johnson Humrick House Museum. The museum's collections are widely recognized, particularly their Native American, Americana, and Asian artifacts. We hope you'll also consider a visit to Roscoe to participate in one of our many special events. The village streets are filled with music and entertainment, recreations and celebrations, great food and family fun. Our calendar of events will tell you more. A call to our marketing office will get you started in planning the perfect getaway to Roscoe Village. For group events, our group tour coordinator will assist in planning the entire itinerary and explain options for the living history tours, hands-on activities, restaurants, and hotel and meeting space accommodations. The basic living history tour includes admission to all of the village's craft shops and homes, as well as the visitor center exhibits. You may want your trip to include the Monticello 3 canal boat ride, the Johnson Humrick House Museum, or both. With a visit to Roscoe Village, you will leave behind the stress of modern life and travel back to a small town on the banks of the Ohio and Erie Canal. Your senses will fill to the top with the magic of another time. History will never seem the same. This is going to be a trip that you'll long remember.